All right, hello. Welcome to this first video. Um, so this video series is just me documenting my efforts, the successes, the failures, everything of trying to build up this service called Pepper Sites that I'm launching. So really, I guess a good thing to start with would be what Pepper Sites is, and just give a high level overview of what I'm trying to build here. So Pepper Sites is a productized service in the sense that we're building websites for local service businesses. And local service businesses, I know, is kind of very loosely defined, but we're really focusing on businesses that have a specific service area that will try and rank for a specific keyword in that area. So, what kind of differentiates this service from other web design services is we are an SEO first. We take an SEO first approach, meaning sites like SohoPainters.com are designed in order to rank for NYC painters or painters in New York City. Sub-services like commercial painters in New York City, apartment painting in New York City, wallpaper installation NYC, things like that. We also have locations where it's Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens. The real differentiator, there's a few differentiators here, but I guess the key points that I'm trying to really highlight is we take an SEO first approach. My background is in SEO. I run a boutique SEO agency, and this idea kind of came out from analyzing and working with a ton of different businesses and across a wide range of industries. And the kind of pain point we're trying to solve here is when businesses come to us and they're looking for SEO services or Google Ads services or anything like that, the first thing that we look at is their website. And a lot of SEO is tied to your website and how your website is structured and where the SEO elements are placed on the website. So a lot of times before we start the actual back-end campaign of actually, building backlinks, building content, doing the technical SEO, building citations and all of that, a lot of times we need to redo the website because it's either built on a platform where the design is tied into the actual technical elements and we're not able to optimize correctly, or they've built a site or they've brought a site to us that was custom built, but that custom built site, the designer or the agency didn't know anything about SEO best practices. So they're just building to make it look pretty and have all these nice effects or whatever, but it just wasn't optimized for search. So a lot of the times we have to go back to them and say, hey, in order for us to do this correctly, we're going to need to recommend you do a website redesign. And a lot of the times they've already paid, $6,000, $7,000 for that website, and they're like, I don't really want to redo that, and it becomes a huge pain point, both for us because then we have to work around this website and kind of optimize to the best that we can, and for the client as well because they're not really getting the groundwork optimizations that you can get from a site that's built correctly. So that's the real pain point that we're trying to solve. But on top of that, we're trying to do things a little bit differently, and we're trying to differentiate ourselves from a lot of the other web design agencies out there. For instance, we're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee. We're having these offers in place. We're also kind of offering that they can get their website in as little as 30 days. So we're really quick turnaround. And I guess the kicker here is that our pricing structure is different. So how the web design traditional model typically is, and we've been using this traditional model for years now, is we'll do our sales process. We'll find a lead. We'll get on a call with that lead and have a bunch of back and forth. We'll do audits. We'll send a proposal. We'll do a contract. And the pricing structure typically is this. Like if it's $7,000 for a website, we're going to take 50% up front as a deposit, get to work on that website, go through tons of feedback iterations, design input and all of that. And then we'll take the 50% remaining balance at the end, deploy the website, and then that's it. We might put you on a maintenance plan or something like that. But really, that's just a big chunk of money up front and a big chunk of money when the site is launched, and a lot of back and forth in between. So we're trying to make this a lot more efficient. So the pricing model that we're using here is based on a 24-month payment plan. And then we've broken it up into tiers. So really, these tiers are designed to fit most businesses, right? So if you're just a business starting out, you just have a very, very straightforward skeleton of a website, kind of. But you need a lot of the update features that we have, the unlimited update requests. Then the starter might be for you. The pro is typically where I think many businesses are going to fall under, where they have 5 core service offerings, a contact page, about page, things like that. But then there are more robust businesses like accounting firms, dental clinics, estheticians, where they have a lot of different service offerings. Maybe they go into a lot of different technicalities or service areas or things like that. And that's where the premium comes in. So we've kind of structured this into tiers to kind of streamline that process and really keep us in the loop the whole time, so we can kind of fine tune and tweak things as we go. So that's Pepper Sites. That's kind of the differentiators of what we're doing. And what I'm thinking here is I've set up this Notion board or Notion page, just called Build Updates, and I'm just going to document every month what we're looking to do to kind of grow this business. In this Build Update, I'm also going to be including updates from Soho Painters as well, and maybe other ventures that I'm thinking of starting. What's good about this is that not only are we selling to local service businesses, we are running local service businesses as well. So I'm going to be translating a lot of the pain points that I'm running into for Soho Painters into the Pepper Sites, kind of this build case study. So not only am I kind of getting feedback from clients, I'm my own client as well. So I'll have a really good idea of what the website needs to include, and what are the kind of crucial features of a website that really drive results. And we're packaging that all up into Pepper Sites. So I guess this is kind of a document / case study into / testimonial into how well a Pepper Sites can work, right? So really quick, what I've done is we've launched Pepper Sites, obviously the website. Now the hard part is to get leads and to get paying clients, paying customers. What I've done already is I've sent out referral emails to our current clients. These are SEO clients of ours, Google Ads clients, and people on website maintenance plans. I've set up some sort of commission structure for them to incentivize some referrals to come in. So hopefully, over the next few weeks, we'll see some referrals coming in. And then I've also just created a simple social media post to my media network. So this is like a Facebook post, and a Facebook post to specific groups that I'm a part of. So the next thing I'm thinking about doing is maybe running some Facebook ads. Although I don't know exactly what the efficacy of that is going to be. My hypothesis, my prediction is that it really won't convert that well, just because, as I'm describing this to you, the value propositions are a little bit hard to describe fully and flush out fully in a Facebook ad. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to lead with the pricing, beautiful lead generating websites starting at $200 a month. And once they hit the site, if they're interested, if that pricing strategy or that pricing is interesting for them, then we'll hit them with a retargeting ad that will maybe give them a special offer to convert, or to just describe a little bit more about what differentiates us and why, what's even better than the pricing for our services. But What I'm really most interested in here is the email marketing portion of it. So last year for the SEO agency, we hired a different email marketing, a cold outbound email marketing agency to do some cold email for us. And surprisingly, there were a lot of leads that converted into calls, but unfortunately, the only a few of those calls actually turned into clients because I'm not a closer, right? I'm not really a good salesman on calls. I'm not a hard closer, but I think the offer will speak for itself. Like I said, the great thing about this is we're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee, so we're making it very easy for the end client, the prospect, to try us out risk-free. There's nothing for them to lose. If they get this beautiful website that they love, then they've just got a great partner that's going to work with them throughout this entire journey. And if not, they just get their money back. So I think having those kind of no-brainer offers to market is really good, and hopefully we'll see some good conversion rates on those. So again, I've never done email marketing before. I'm learning all of this as well. So as I go through it and as I learn certain things, I'll be sharing them here, and that's kind of the whole purpose of this video series, is to just document my efforts, and then also like kind of keep me accountable as well while building this. So yeah, and I think besides that, maybe LinkedIn, Instagram DMs, question marks. I don't know how much I'll dive into that specifically just yet, but for now I'll focus on Facebook ads and email marketing. So the next steps for me really are to start getting domain names for the cold email outreach and start warming them up. I'll describe that. I'll get into that in a little bit more detail in the next video. But essentially what we need to do is we need to get domain names, maybe like 5 domain names, and warm them up so they don't end up in spam when we start prospecting. Because I think deliverability is kind of a big issue in cold email marketing, and to do that right, you need some software, you need to pay for some services. So I'll look into that. That's kind of next. Another thing on my checklist is kind of what I've discussed here is in this section, in this is your website a lead generating asset section. I kind of feel like personally this is a wall of text, especially on mobile when you're looking at this. It's literally the entire screen. Although it's informative, but I don't think anybody wants to read this. So the next thing I need to do is I need to get like a video. I need to get like some sort of explainer video on here and replace this whole section and just have somebody click the video so they can understand what we're about. So that's next. I'm gonna get that through Upwork, probably Upwork or Fiverr. Try to get a video going, get this section cleaned up, and yeah. So I'll provide updates in the next video. If you have any like questions, or maybe you want to share some strategies with me, always leave some comments down below, and I'd love to interact with them and even highlight some of the comments in the next video moving forward. So yeah, thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.